Hey Wildcats, welcome to the first edition of Timeout. I'm your host, Keely McElliott. Tonight is one of the most important events in our community. It's the Blue Springs versus Blue Springs South football game. I got the chance to go to Blue Springs South to talk to current athletic director and former football coach Tim Michaels about how he thinks the football game with Blue Springs has changed in the last 4 years.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Mr. Michaels, the athletic director here at South. So Mr. Michaels, how long did you coach football for?
I think I coached for about 10 years altogether. I had a little break in the middle of my coaching career here at South, but I think overall about 10 seasons, or maybe 11.
So in the last 4 years of watching the Blue Springs South game, what has been your favorite memory?
Well, that's pretty easy, I think. 2015, which was the last time we beat Blue Springs. We won 27-24. It was a pretty crazy battle. We went undefeated that season, but that was easily the toughest game that I think we had that year. So it was probably 2015. You guys have gotten us the last couple of seasons, so I'm not going to choose either one of those, and we'll go with 2015.
Isn't 2015 the year you guys won state?
Yeah, that was the last time that we made it to the playoffs and went all the way through. And as usual, it was usually a conference opponent was probably our biggest opponent that year, and Blue Springs is usually that team.
Yeah, for sure. So saying you've seen this game and coached this game for about 10 seasons, what makes this rivalry game so special to the Blue Springs community?
Well, I've been in the community probably, this is my 25th year in Blue Springs, so I've seen most of them in the last quarter century, as old as that makes me sound. I think recently a lot of it is the freshman center. I think our students are really connected because of the freshman center. You share classes, so our students know each other very well. Social media allows you all to know each other probably too well, but all of that added together, it's not just playing against a stranger. You're playing against people that you know, and it's just like at your house. If you've got a brother or a sister, when you're playing a game, you want to beat them, and you can shake hands or hug after it's over, but during the game, you really want those bragging rights, and so I think that just makes the rivalry that much more intense because of the closeness I think that our students feel right now, sharing classes when they're freshmen and getting to know each other. So it's just like beating your brother or your sister at a board game at your house, and it can get pretty crazy. So it'll be fun.
Thanks, Mr. Michaels. I also got the chance to talk with Blue Springs South offensive player and defensive player about what they think they can do to get back on the winning streak.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with
Gadid.
And
Miles.
Okay, Gideon, what position do you play?
I play offensive line.
And Miles, what position do you play?
Safety.
So, Gadid, does knowing this is a rivalry game against Blue Springs make it more intense for the team?
I mean, yeah, it's always a big game, a lot of turnout, and yeah, I mean, everybody wants to win, so it's a lot of pressure.
And Miles, same question for you.
I'd agree with Gadid. It is more intense, and it's just a game we'd rather win over about any other game in the regular season.
So, Gadid, how do you plan to get your team back on the winning streak?
I mean, it's just a few things that we got to do better in practice and in the games, and we'll get it going soon enough.
And then for the defensive side, how do you plan to get your team back on track?
I'd say we just have to keep going hard, rallying to the ball, and really paying attention to our defensive scouting things, and things should fall in place.
Thanks, Gadid and Miles. Switching to the Blue Springs side, our current athletic director and head football coach, Kelly Donahoe, told me about the intensity of the South game over the last 4 years.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Coach Kelly Donahoe. So, Donahoe, how long have you coached for?
How long have I coached for? Well, this is my 19th fall as a head coach. I was also here 4 years as an assistant way back in the 90s. I was actually an assistant at Blue Springs South in 93, 4, 5, 6, and then took a head coaching job at Raytown South High School in 97, 98, 99, and then came here in 2000. So it's been a few years.
Well, I did not know you coached at South, so... Okay, so Donahoe, with you being here for 19 seasons, what makes this class special?
Well, you know, every team you coach, they're all a little different, and they're all special. They really are. They're special in different ways, though. And this team is just this has been an awesome group to coach. And I felt it. I remember telling my wife, I think the first week of the summer, that I'm going to really enjoy coaching this team a lot. they're just great kids that work hard. Everything they do from the off-season on, they've been a group that they rally around each other, they like each other a lot. And when you coach guys that care and they work hard and they're inspired, it always inspires you as a coach. So I've kind of felt that way from the time we started with them. But we knew that about this group. I think the group before them got a lot of attention because there were several kids that went on and went on to college football and this and that. So those guys get a lot of attention. But we knew we had just a real blue-collar, tough group of kids coming back. And sometimes those kids are a lot of fun to coach.
You can totally see that on Friday night. So, in the last 4 years, what has been your favorite moment of the rivalry game against South?
Well, when you look back, the last 4, every year is a great memory. Obviously the memories are a little bit better when you win. Even in 2015 when they beat us, they had a really good team. That was a state team for South, but I was really proud of our guys that night that played them within a touchdown and played well for us that year. We were a pretty young squad. But, every year has special memories, but really what stands out most to me is always just the build-up for it, the crowd, the excitement, our guys getting so excited for the game, and we know their guys are really excited. But this is a very unique rivalry in the state of Missouri. There's no other situation like this where you have 2 6A schools in one town that perennially are pretty good football teams. And so it makes it a very, very special rivalry. And not only is it unique in Missouri, but I can't think of another state around us where they have a town with 2 large football schools that have a strong football history that meet up every year like this. So this makes this a really special game.
And usually when we go to the state championship, it's usually one of us 2 there, so that makes it a lot more special.
Absolutely.
So, Donahoe, what are you looking forward to for this Friday night's game against South?
Well, I'm looking forward to us hopefully playing 4 good quarters of football, number 1. We need to do that very badly. 2, I think that Blue Springs High School is a special place to have a home football game. When you're out there on the field and the stands are full and the band's there performing, the cheer, the dance, all the stuff that goes on, it makes it a really special Friday night. And I love that about our school and our district. And so I'm really looking forward to just the atmosphere. Now I'm hearing it's going to be a 70-degree night, so it's going to be beautiful Friday night for all the fans to come out. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we can't wait to cheer on the Wildcats.
I got a question for you, Wheels.
What?
Can you say rivalry 3 times in a row fast?
Rivalry. Nope.
Thanks, Coach Donahoe. Some of our own senior football boys also told me about how they think the rivalry has changed over their time here at Blue Springs.
Wildcats, I'm here with
Matthew Steven Van Hookey.
and
Conrad Stephen Rowley.
both Stevens. Okay, Matthew, so what position do you play?
I play safety.
And Conrad, what position do you play?
Offensive line.
Okay, Matthew, so being a 2-year starter on varsity, how has the South game been different for you?
It's cool seeing the people that you grew up with finally playing with you on Fridays, and that's how it's changed. It's just seeing the same people, but they're better and better each year.
And Conrad, with you being a 4-year starter on varsity, how does the South game change each year?
It'd probably be just having new seniors to play with, and finally this year it's my own group, like Matthew and a bunch of other people.
Okay, so knowing it's a rivalry game against South, does that make it more intense for the football team?
Of course it does, but we go at it every week like it's a state championship game. But this one, there's just going to be a lot more fans, and we're excited to play them.
Okay, Conrad, so knowing it's a rivalry game against Blue Springs South, does that make it more intense for you?
Yeah, probably, because this is my last chance to play South, probably, unless we meet them in the playoffs. I mean, it's always fun competition, and I'm just ready to play.
Well, we'll be cheering you guys on Friday night.
Good luck to both teams tonight. That'll do it for this week's edition of Timeout. Make sure you like and subscribe to Wildcat TV to get all the upcoming information. I'm Keely McElliott, and I'll see you at the game.